Hi, this is Hastings. Our project's name is Classification with P-Value. Xiaoxia Zhang and I are working on this project. What is classification? What is P-Value? I will explain them later. What is a classifier? A classifier is a machine learning algorithm that is trained on a dataset to categorize or label input data into predefined classes or categories. It learns patterns from the training data and uses these patterns to make predictions or decisions about new data. So in this slide, how to create a classifier. In the following graph, giraffe and elephant pictures are used here. We use photos as dataset, and then we start machine learning for training purpose. After training, a classifier will be generated. It can predict whether a future input image is a giraffe or an elephant. But classifier is not perfect. There is an edge case here. In the following picture, we train a classifier with dog and cat pictures. What will this classifier predict? The answer is always a cat or a dog. This is an issue the modern machine learning usually have. If you give an image which is completely different from dataset, classifier will give you a totally wrong answer. In this case, that's why we started our project based on this problem. We would like to develop an API to identify given input image. There will be two scenarios after using our API. If given input can be categorized into training sets, that means prediction was correctly. Our API will do nothing with it. But if input image deviates from training sets a lot, we will make classifier stop predicting. We need to import a p-value here. What is a p-value? P-value is a statistical measure used to determine the likelihood that an observed outcome is the result of the chains. Why we need p-value here? Mathematics, we need p-value to measure the distance between training clusters and test points. Besides, we can set a p-value as a maximum value to judge whether a large deviation happened. And then, how p-value works. After users have ECDF for each class, by plugging in test point, every ECDF can generate a p-value. Compare with p-value we set as a limitation. Classifier will generate its prediction. Now it's time to describe how our API works here. So in this chart, we will have numerical datasets. We're gonna normalize all classes in datasets and then use KNN algorithm. These are all steps for processing datasets. And then we're gonna sort all distance with nearest neighbor and gonna generate ECDF. After that, we're gonna apply a library called alglib. And then we're gonna find a sigmoid function which can fit ECDF best. We have our best sigmoid function and the given p-value and the test point. With all of these, we're gonna determine whether the difference between the given p-value and p-value generated by sigmoid function and test point is it too big or too small, and then we can have our result. We will use C++ as our programming language. C++ is a good language for good compatibility. And we will use alglib library here for Levenberg algorithm. In this graph, those points, they are ECDF points. This algorithm is for helping us to find the best fit sigmoid function. Why do we need this API? Our target user, they are scholars, the scholars working on machine learning. This problem in machine learning hasn't been solved for a long time. we would like to offer an initial solution. And then we would like to minimize the need for manual intervention in the validation of classifier results and provide a systematic approach to precision enhancement, minimizing the incidence of erroneous predictions. What can we expect after using our API? So these are spreadsheets. Before using our API, you can see in input, we have dogs, pandas, and cat pictures. And the predictions, they can be wrong. The classifier is trained by dog and cat pictures. But if we have panda pictures as the input, the prediction will be dog or cat. But after using our API, we will make classifier to say something none of the above. So after we using this API, you can see in the spreadsheet, everything related to Panda, that is none above. And that's what our project aims at. Thank you very much.